Alright guys, so we're giving away a copy of FIFA 21 completely free to site subscribers on foottraining.co.uk. One of you will win that, just as a way of saying thank you for all the incredible support that we have had this year. We're also giving away a 1-year subscription to another lucky site subscriber. So make sure, if you've been debating doing it up till now, if you just want to learn how the FIFA market works, £10 for a tier 1 subscription that gives you buying prices for over, I think now, 2,000 cards in total on this game. Pretty much all of the cards that cover the algorithm are there. So make sure you hit it up, whatever you do. But let's get into this video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing down below. Clicking the like button, all that good stuff is massively appreciated. It's massively appreciated. As I've said before, over half of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So if you do subscribe, it massively helps the channel. Thank you to all of you that are subscribing at the moment, commenting, liking the videos. It does mean a lot to me. There's a video coming out soon, which is my way of saying thank you to you guys, and sort of going over how incredible the last sort of 7 or 8 months has been since I've started doing FIFA full time. And there'll be a giveaway in there to give back to you guys to say thank you for all the ridiculous support. So make sure you sub so you don't miss it. But this video is I guess it's a GG's EA video. So I'm playing Foot Champs this weekend. Those of you that watch my channel know I'm pretty much every week now hit Elite 3. I've come close to Elite 2 a couple of times. And I set myself a goal to get better at the game this year, so that it wasn't just a trade-in, it was trading and using those coins to build a good team and develop my skills on the game. And I've done that, and I'm really pleased with that. But we've been doing that fighting against this game this year, because if we're being entirely honest, FIFA 20 has just been a shambles from start to finish. It's been diabolically bad. The promos, continually, they've been alright. I don't mind a lot of promos, a lot of content, but it's just not been a good game. And I think the main reason it's not been a good game is the most important reason. It's been the gameplay this year. But I remember a little while ago, Rob, Homeless Penguin, hosted me on Twitch, and we were talking in my chat about the problem with the game. And I remember him saying to me, the problem isn't the gameplay itself, it's the servers. That's what he thought the biggest problem was. And for me, I was like, yeah, I see that to a degree, because there are issues with the servers, but the gameplay itself isn't great, isn't good enough. Anyway, fast forward to the last few weeks, and EA have now installed a new data centre in London. I think it's London or England. And I'm going to be honest with you, it has been a joy to play this game in my opinion. It has been brilliant to play this game for the last 3 weeks. I'm playing Foot Champs this week, and for the first time in a long time, I'm enjoying playing this game because it's responsive and it's doing what it should be doing. Now, I'm going to be blunt here. Does it justify the fact that we've had a no-loss glitch on this game for ages that EA did nothing to fix? Does it justify, or does it make up for the fact that the gameplay this year has been horrendous? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. But what it does say to me is there's a step in the right direction here from EA to say, right, we're taking on board the feedback that you guys are giving us, and this is how we're improving the game. Now, I do believe part of this is the fact that FIFA 21's coming out in 2 months' time, and EA want to sell him, and I don't think FIFA 21 is going to do as well as FIFA 20. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the contempt that the community's been treated with this year, from certain aspects of the management within EA, the game itself, the whole debacle of the community managers, I think it's put a lot of people off this game. It's turned a lot of people off this game. But all the noises coming out for FIFA 21 are very, very good. Now, my weekend league at the moment, I am 8-1. The one loss I had, I was worse than the player. The player was just better than me. I did well. I played okay in the game. He just took his chances better than me. And it is so refreshing to sit here and say that I'm playing Foot Champs and the guy who beat me was better than me, and in the other 8 games, I've been the better player. Do not get me wrong. Will I finish 29-1? No, I won't. I'll lose 2 more games. But I'm not complaining about the fact that I was winning a game, got a DC, and was given a loss in a game. Or I was drawing a game, got a DC, was given a loss. Or was winning a game, got DC, but not completely like DC'd, and I had to replay the game again. It's so refreshing to say that. And I'm going into games, and the ping is like 16, 18 max. One game I just played had 10 ping. And I know some of you, not everyone's going to benefit from this. Not everyone is, but there's talk about more data centers coming in place from other parts of the world. I know the Middle East definitely needs a couple more. So we've got 1, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And more data centers need to be around. Because let's be honest, this is a multi-billion-pound company. You should have data centers everywhere. You shouldn't just be lining your own pockets. The players that are playing your game should enjoy them. Like I say, having all this stuff done on the game is great now, but the one concern I have is this has been a problem for the whole of FIFA 20. Like, let's be honest. From start to finish, people have complained about responsiveness, servers, gameplay. All that stuff has been complained about. I don't think you can really complain about content. I think the content this year has been pretty strong. But the content's been so strong because EA know, and we all know EA knew, that their game was not fit for purpose. It was not okay. Like, the gameplay was shocking. Everything about this game this year in terms of the actual mechanics of the game was terrible. So what did EA do, in my opinion? They just spammed us with promos to take our minds off the fact that the game did not work. What I would like to see now is EA admitting the fact that this game was essentially, in my opinion, a bit of a failure. I've enjoyed it this year, don't get me wrong, but I'd like for EA to step up and say, listen guys, I know on Twitter and on our live chat we've been telling you guys it's you, reboot your internet, blah, 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 blah. But on looking back at it now, we can see that there were issues with data centers at these points and issues with the servers and responsiveness at this point. And I think that's something that EA should do, and it's something that they, in my opinion, they need to do. They need to rebuild the trust of the community. I've seen so many of my guys that I know that are content creators that normally stream FIFA that are doing F1 and other games at the moment. Now that happens. It happens at the end of FIFA when FIFA's dying. People stream some stuff they want to do. I continue to do FIFA because I'm enjoying it still. But I think EA do need to step in now and say, actually, we're sorry for making you guys feel like it was your internet, or we're sorry for making you guys feel like it wasn't our fault and it was actually your fault, when in actuality, the fact that these data centers are being put in place tells you we know inherently that it was EA's problem. It was at EA's end, EA's servers. And then the no-loss glitch. Now, there was video after video. I put out numerous videos on it. They did very well. You guys enjoyed them. Talking about the no-loss glitch. And so many people were saying to me, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it. Now, that was mainly impacted on Xbox. I know there was some debate on PS about how much the no-loss glitch affected them, but on Xbox, it was definitely a thing. It was horrendous. But it took for big creators to step in and start saying, hang on, what the hell is this? Before EA did something. And now I'm telling you now, inherently, within those patches we've had recently, they have fixed that no-loss glitch somehow. Because yes, you'll get DCs in this game. Sometimes the server will just disconnect you. Unfortunately, that's life. It sucks, but that is what it is. But one weekend, on one stream, in an hour, I got six of them. And I was like, okay, cool, well, maybe that is my internet. Came off and got 3 more. Rung up my internet provider. I said to them, what's going on? They were like, there's nothing wrong with our end at all whatsoever. And so that's definitely been patched. And again, what happened during that time is that people, including myself and those of you watching this video, loads of you guys had ranks stolen from you that weekend. And those weekends, it's 4 or 5 really bad weekends during TOTS. You had ranks stolen from you because of that. And so one weekend I went gold 1 because I got 7 disconnects. I think 6 of them I was winning by at least 2 goals in. And another weekend I think I got 6 disconnects in that weekend. And they were the same sort of style. Game stutters for a minute. I'm booted to menu. You know full well it's the guy ringing his own phone because that's how you did it. You connected to 4G. He'd ring his phone, disconnect the game, and he wouldn't get a loss. And people had wins stolen from them. And now that was on the competitive aspect of this game. The whole thing that FUT Champs and FUT Ultimate Team is based around is FUT Champs. The whole thing. That's the main thing that they base that whole game mode around is a competitive game mode. And you saw pros having their ranks stolen from them. Ones that should get top 100, maybe getting Elite 1. One of the guys I know that normally gets top 100 Elite 1 each week ended up at Elite 2 one week. And some of you watching this might go, well, why are you angry about Elite 2 or Elite 3? Or why are you angry about that because I only get Gold 2, Gold 3? Firstly, GG's to you because that's still an incredible achievement. It's still a great achievement. But those ranks were stolen from people who are trying hard to make this their career. To make esports a career. I know some people go, I'll just get a normal job, but no, some people, it is their job. Being a pro FIFA player is their ambition and their goal and drive in the same way that someone wants to be a footballer. That was stolen from them, and I still think EA need to make good on that. And I think the bare minimum that EA need to do is say, listen, this was a problem, we have fixed it, apologies for it being that way, maybe here's something to say sorry for what's happened, and we go from there. But I just think, I want to say GG's to EA, and I do want to say GG's. The game is a joy to play at the moment for me. I am loving it, I'm enjoying it. I'm playing FUT Champs right now, and the responsiveness of the passing and the shooting and all of that is sensational. The gameplay's still not great, I'm not going to lie. There's a really finite meta this year, which I conform to because I want to win games. I don't want to play with... I know people are like, just play with players you enjoy, but no, I want to get better at the game and I want to win matches. I'm competitive, I'm not going to lie. So I conform to that meta, and it's a very finite agility balance, drag back, drop back meta, and it's too finite. What I want from FIFA 21 is us to be able to use more players, so I'm not playing the exact same teams game after game after game in FUT Champs because... that's the meta. I'd love to see that be a thing. But in terms of, I genuinely now believe Homeless Penguin was right and the people that sent to me are right. The gameplay this year wasn't as bad as we thought it was. I legitimately believe it was the servers. The fact that your players felt like they were stuck in mud. So I'm massively pleased and I'm thankful that EA have gone and made changes, and without a doubt, for me, I'm talking from my experience, it is better. It is definitely better. It's more enjoyable to play this game. I'm massively enjoying it more. The concern I have is there's a lot less people playing the game at the moment. There's still a decent amount of people playing FIFA, What happens when FIFA 21 comes out and we get more traffic on the servers again? What do we do then? But all the signs right now, all the signs are pointing towards a much better and close relationship between EA listening to the community. And I know people will be cynical about that, including myself at times, and say that's because they want to sell a new game, they want to sell FIFA 21. But I think the changes they're making are ones that are big positive changes. I talked about it before, the cap on FIFA points. Now, I always say people have to maintain a degree of responsibility for the money they spend, but addiction is a thing, and FIFA points can be addictive. We all know that. So putting something in place that potentially allows someone to try and help themselves before they spend too much money, or unless EA, we don't really know if EA are going to put the cap on or if it's a self-imposed cap. I'd assume it's a self-imposed cap. But that's for me, a really good step forward. And just some of the stuff I'm hearing and seeing, people that I know in the community that are saying, well, I'm hearing this. A couple of guys that I know that deal with leaks and stuff like that. I don't want to say too much about it right now, but they're all saying to me the steps forward for next year could be brilliant. They could be absolutely brilliant. But it's evident to me. The no-loss glitch has been fixed because I'm not having DCs at all anymore. The gameplay is 10 times better than it's ever been at any point this year, and the servers are much more consistent. And so for that, I want to say thank you, EA and GG's, and hopefully this continues in FIFA 21. I do want to know about your guys' experiences right now. Be honest in the comment section. Please do tell me if you actually have been getting disconnected or if you haven't been and you think the gameplay's better. I do want to hear about it. But that's going to be the end of this video. I want to try and keep the positive vibes up as much as we can, guys. I don't want to be that guy that's always complaining. I try not to complain unless I feel like we need to complain. But I want to keep these positive vibes up. Apologies if my voice is a bit croaky. I'm not feeling the best at the moment, but it is all good. But for now, lads, that's going to be the end of this video. Peace out.